It's a new year, and with that, it's a new Just Dance with Just Dance 2026. But should this be one that you check out this year? Let's find out. Hey there everybody, my name is Warwick and welcome to Warwick Reviews. Hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be checking out Just Dance 2026 and I want to say a big shout out to Ubisoft for the review code. I really appreciate that. It's currently out now for PlayStation, Xbox and for Switch. I'm currently playing the Switch 1 version on the Switch 2, but you better play it on other devices. I always prefer the Switch with the Just Dance just because you have the motion controls, so it always feels like it gives a bit extra compared to the other options, but any option will work because it has the mobile integration, so you still better play Just Dance whatever way you want to. But for me personally, Switch is my preferred platform. But before we get stuck in, hi, hope you're doing well. Again, my name is Warwick and I don't just do reviews, although you will find many reviews on this channel, but I also stream on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Warwick, and also on socials wherever you may be. But like I said, this is Just Dance 2026. Let's check it out and see what it's all about. So, like I said, I've played Just Dance. In fact, I reviewed Just Dance 2025 last year, which you can check out just above and link in below. And so I'm quite familiar with the franchise. I've played quite a few versions throughout the last few years. And so I've got a bit of a familiarity with this franchise. And it's something that Ubisoft have been carrying for quite a while now. Like, it's been on pretty much every console that I can think of since, I think, even since PlayStation 2, I think. I could be wrong, but it goes on quite far. And obviously with each year there's been different integrations and new technologies. I will say straight for the bat, you will notice that it's just called Just Dance. So I believe, and again I could be wrong with this, so you can correct me in the comments, but I believe this is sort of the start of integrating Just Dance as a sort of a brand, not just by year, but sort of all in one, where it becomes more of like a sort of online sort of all in one hub outside of sort of just the yearly releases. I believe they still will continue, but with newer songs. But I feel like it gets to that point with these sort of versions where you don't need to go out and buy every single version to get everything you need. There might be slight differences in how the UI works and how the play works and maybe extra features. But for example, you could pick up like a previous version and not really miss out because you have sort of that online aspect to it. So that's what I'm feeling with the whole just called Just Dance. Anyway, so like I said, I'm playing on Switch. The benefit of Switch is that you have two options to play this game. So as I mentioned, there's the mobile option that tracks with the camera. So as you can see, we can have up to 6 players can join the game. So with the Switch, you have the Joy-Con, just one Joy-Con, either left-handed or right-handed, whatever you prefer. Make sure you use the strap. Got to say that for safety reasons. And you just use that and it basically tracks the movement with the Joy-Con. But also you got hand or camera control. So with this, you got step 1, so you connect the phone and game to the same Wi-Fi. Step 2, you download the Control Just Dance controller app and you put that pairing code in. And what it does, it basically has like a uses your camera on your phone or on your mobile device, Android and iOS, and it will track your movements. So there's either way, so you got Joy-Con or that. Again, we'll play with Joy-Con, but you do have those options there. So this is the UI. And again, as I've said, if you've played Just Dance 2025, you may notice things look very, very similar. So last year, there was quite a big update to the UI with a lot of different changes to it. And with this version, the 2026 edition, they haven't updated too much. Color slightly different, but you'll be very familiar with how it looks. So you've got the sort of the main hub. So as you can see here, we've got Just Dance 2026 edition. So we press that. And it's the 5 songs from a 2026 edition hits. So some of the biggest hits from Just Dance 2026 edition. So there's a bit of a mix of some of the songs that are available. So you've got some of the biggest songs I got is Chappell, Good Luck Babe, Houdini by Dua Lipa, Abracadabra from Lady Gaga, got Rose and Bruno Mars, ABT, and Zombie Boy by Lady Gaga. So one of the newer updates with Just Dance 2026 is there's 40 songs available. So that includes 40 maps and 10 map alternatives. So what this is, so there's different sort of variations or different ways to play the game. So there's approachability. So Just Dance welcomes all skill levels with fun first maps that are easy to join, enjoy, and feel confident in. There's precision, so maps are crafted with depth and care, staying true to the song, universe, dances, personality, and play expectations. And then you've got different versions. You've got a diverse catalogue that offers something for everyone, reflecting the variety of our players and including inclusive and relatable content. You've got immersion, which is they build immersive worlds with rich environments, cinematic angles, and full storytelling to make players feel part of the universe and emotion. Maps are designed to evoke emotion and create a strong bond between players and characters and the game. So what these are, these are sort of different ways how to play games. So again, with approachability, there'll be certain songs, not all songs, but certain songs that you can have different versions or play different songs. There's another new mode that I believe is new anyway. I've not seen this before. So it's called Party Mode. And you just saw the sort of the intro to it. So join forces with up to 6 local players to help Dr. Gigavolt complete his experiments and be rewarded. So you can connect with Wi-Fi with the app. So you can have a camera as well as a camera or Joy-Con. You've got difficulties. So you've got easy, medium, and hard. So basically sort of explains a little bit light moves, mild shocks, medium difficulty moves, frequent challenges, and mild instability. And then intense and then extra high moves with extreme challenge. We'll keep it on medium. And then you can choose how long. So 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or 30 minutes. So this is sort of like their sort of workout version, I believe, to keep you sort of active. So you can go, you know what, let's do a quick 10 minutes. Dance your best and rise to my challenges as they show up to complete the experiment. Sometimes you just have to dance despite the little distractions. Sometimes you'll have to do specific actions rather than dancing. Play solo or team up for a dynamic co-op experience. So yeah, different tests here. Got different tests and it gets scratchy harder. You get some prizes there. So nice little short thing you can check out, like I said, for like 10 minutes or even a little bit just there. So that's quite nice. And you got sort of custom playlists, Just Dance team playlists. So playlists that are created by Just Dance team. So you go, you know what? Let's check out one of the things they've done. So you can check out a team just there. Got the songs here. So let's go to home. So like I said, you've got the Just Dance 2026 edition. So you can check out some of the bigger songs here. So that's some of the songs. We also got Bluey. So this is sort of the one sort of more accessible songs for kids and stuff, which is quite cute. So you can play with Bluey or Bingo. So we go with Bluey. So there's quite a few like sort of 2026 editions with sort of the different versions of Just Dance, with it being sort of the Just Dance Plus. You can actually see what games or what things you own or have owned. So as you can see, I own the 2026 edition. So it shows you what songs are available in this pack. So you've got Lady Gaga, sort of Bluey, Smash Mouth, Ed Sheeran, etc. But I have had that previous version. So I've had 2025 and 2024. So these are also available to me as well. So I can actually play these in this version just here, which is pretty cool. And then if I want to, I can even buy the 2023 edition. So there's some songs I want on there. Go, you know what? I want them. So I can buy it for $20.99 and get a 1 month or Just Dance free trial as well. So if I wanted to buy the edition, I can sort of have it all in one. So you don't have to go, oh, I want to play this song, I have to get this disc. So that's a nice sort of thing. So it's all in one. And you got music packs, which you go, you know what? Let's get a bit of Disney. And then we've got here, we've got sort of free trials and we've got Just Dance Plus. So basically Just Dance Plus is a service giving you access to an ever-growing catalogue of songs, with new exclusive songs added all year long, all-time faves and from previous Just Dance games. And basically you just subscribe to it and it access it in game. And then what's the difference? So you get instant access to ever-growing catalogue songs, new exclusive songs added all year long, and then even an exclusive welcome gift as well. So this is sort of the main sort of draw with Just Dance the last few years, is sort of the Just Dance Plus. So why you are buying a lot of those new audio news editions, you are mainly just buying it for the songs. So again, as I said, I did review 25 edition. I had that edition which I reviewed. So now 2026 edition. But if I had the 2025, I'll be able to buy the 26 and basically want the songs. So you got to think, so it's just getting to a point where you're not buying it for any new potential features. There are sort of new things in the game, but nothing that makes you go, I have to have this version. You're very much about, okay, what songs do they have available on this edition? Do I want those songs? Yes or no? And that's what you got to think about with Just Dance 2026 edition. And that's basically what it boils down to with my review is Ubisoft clearly have got a formula which works really well for them. They know what works. They know how to bring things in. They're very inclusive with sort of things they bring in, like settings and stuff. So we'll look at the settings, for example. So they've got a lot of different options, sort of menu, sort of all the sort of different sounds. They can change many different things, even like languages as well. So 13 different languages to choose from. Gameplay videos, and this shows previews you're changing. So for example, with the main menu, music autoplay, you can actually turn it off so it doesn't autoplay. So you can go, you know what, let's turn it off and it won't autoplay. It shows the example. So like even like music sound effects or menu sound effects in the game, you can change them down. Controls, you can change the navigation. So we've got vibration by default, you can change to turn it off. Display, again, you've got displays. Again, it shows these options of what you can or turn off if you want to, and it shows what you're changing, which is great. Dance interface, so again, you can change how things look. So if you want score feedback or not, you can have lyrics on or off, pictograms on or off, beat vibrations on or off, confidentiality, which is just, you know, if you don't want any sort of frame requests or any promotional offers, and even emotes as well. So you can have emotes on or off if you want them on. Just got to go on the side, and then you've got sort of tutorial as well, which sort of shows you how to do things. So each one's like how to score, feedback score, song downloads. Basically, it all explains it. So Ubisoft are very good with their sort of settings and user face. They are very accessible to everyone, which I think is great. They've been very much proactive with that with a lot of their games to make sure that as many people can play those games and play them how they want. With that though, you do get a similarity. So again, if it is a 2026 on here, I wouldn't know what version I'm playing, to be perfectly honest. And you could see that as a bad thing or good thing. It really depends on how you perceive that. For me, it's a fun game. Like, it's Just Dance. You know, they've got from formula down to a T. They know what they're doing. They've got great songs, great options. If you want more songs, you've got the subscription service. So, you know, you can check them out if you want. You've got free trials as well if you want to try them out. But if you're buying each version, you aren't getting much more for your money outside of the new songs. So you basically got to look at, okay, do the new songs in this edition warrant me getting the next version or not? And that's what it boils down to. If you've never played Just Dance or never owned it, 2026 is the best edition because it's F Inc. that's made Just Dance great, and they fine-tuned it to the best version of the series, and you'll get all the bells and whistles. If you are returning from 2024, 2025, you may want to check the songs and see if it's worth buying into a new edition for those extra songs. If it is, fair play. If it's not, then you can always sort of sit back with your edition. Because again, as I showed here with the shop, you would be able to go in and go, you know what, actually, I can stick with my edition, but then buy into 26 edition or 25 or 24. So I could go, for example, now, go, oh, 2023 edition. Oh, actually, I could look at songs. Oh, actually, I really want to play some of those songs. Oh, actually, I really want that version or this one and stuff. You know, I can't stop feeling it. I'd love to have that song. You know what? Let's buy it. And I don't have to buy a new game. I can buy it in this version, which is good. So again, it's very much how you sort of see things. If you sort of think it's a bit lazy, you can think what you want. You know, it's fine. But it's when you got something that works, you don't necessarily want to change it. And some people might want more sort of originality or more, want you sort of pushing the envelope a bit more. And yeah, maybe I do as well, but I feel like there maybe could be more that they could try to do, potentially sort of revamp things a little bit. Even though I like prefer playing with Switch, might be trying to sort of work it to, for example, integrating the camera with the Switch 2. Because this is a Switch 1, so maybe a Switch 2 version, integrate the camera in that, what they do with some of the party games on Switch 2. Or if they use a mobile, maybe have a way that actually can sort of have you in the game, for example. Because if you're using your camera, be able to sort of transmit yourself through the camera through your game. I'm sure there's a way to do that. I don't know. I'm just an idea guy. So it's a good game, but it's also Just Dance. If you've played What's Just Dance, especially the last couple of years, you've played them all. And I think they made this familiar on purpose because it's like, hey, this is the 2026 edition. Then it'd be 2027 edition. So rather than like when it started, I think it's Just Dance 1, 2, or 3, it's now it's Just Dance, but this edition. Until they start bringing more innovative stuff like they have done in the past, almost social dances where for people who struggle with sort of leg movement, there's you've got ones that you can sort of sit down and sort of ones that work to more people's strengths and weaknesses, which is really cool. So you got to look at what they're offering on that version, if you think it's worth that money or not. If it's just the songs, then you might just want to stick with your version and just pay for those songs. And also you can always just look at Just Dance Plus, because it might have some older songs that you go, you know what, this is what I need. I don't need any other bells or whistles. But yeah, that is Just Dance 2026, and thank you for watching. Again, my name is Warwick, and I don't just do reviews, although you will find many reviews, including the Just Dance 2025 edition, but also other reviews on this channel. But you also find me on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Warwick, and also find me on various socials where I may be. But a big shout out to Ubisoft for the review code. We appreciate that, and thank you for watching. Please take care, and we'll see you very soon. Bye bye.